Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great week. I just wanted to share my foundation, concealer, primer, and glow enhancer declutter with you. So I have gathered them all up from across the room, and we'll just start with some things that I know are favorites, and I'm definitely not going to let any of them go. But I have gone through the drawer and picked some sure things, so we'll just get right into it. Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base is a staple for me. I absolutely adore it. I use it almost every day, so this is definitely not going anywhere. And as you can see, I have a backup. I'm working to pan this Naked Skin Urban Decay Color Correcting Fluid, and I don't really like it. It doesn't really give me too much coverage, so I'm just working through it and gonna move it out of my collection. This Nude Sticks Nudies Tinted Blur Stick is pretty good for pore filling. Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base is a favorite, and I'm going to keep that in. That's my favorite pore filling primer. Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. It's in the shade Champagne Pop. It's a little bit dark for me, but if I mix it with the foundation, it works out okay, so I'm going to keep it in. I do like these Benefit Professional primers. I think they're pretty good, but I like this Pearl Primer the best. A favorite for me, and that's the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I think I got this from Ulta as like a diamond gift. Celestial Skin Liquid Lighting from Kevyn Aucoin, and I have not tried this yet, so I'm just going to keep it in. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I have not tried this in a while, so I'm going to keep it in to see how I feel about it. Matcha, the Silk Canvas, and this is pretty good for hydrating, but it does nothing for filling pores. But I'm going to keep it in and use it up, and I probably wouldn't repurchase it. On in, I've swatched everything. I've made my mind up about what's going to stay and what's going to go. FX Natural Finish Foundation and the Power Play Concealer are very nice, and they're in my Shop My Stash this week, so I'm going to keep these. These Lancome Tint Idol foundations in 110C and 140N are going to be the first to be decluttered. They wear nice as far as the formula goes, but they're actually too dark for me because they do oxidize. Next we have these two foundations from Too Faced in the Born This Way variety. And these are really nice. They're in the shades Pearl and Porcelain. Unfortunately, I have to mix these with the shade Cloud to get them to work for me. And I have so many foundations that do match me well enough that I'm just going to move these out. Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. And this is another one that feels really good on the skin, but it's just too orange for me. I picked up this Vapor Beauty when it was on sale, and this one is in the shade S100, and the shade just doesn't really work for me, and it's kind of a really liquidy foundation, and it really didn't give a whole lot of coverage, so I'm just going to move it out. And my daughter's expressed a lot of interest in these foundations, so I'm sure she'll get a lot of use out of them. Next we have these two Anastasia foundation sticks. They're both in the shade Porcelain. And I don't like the way that this looks on my skin. It like clings to dry patches pretty bad. And I picked these up from TJ Maxx. I picked up from TJ Maxx, and they're the Anastasia concealers in 0.5 and 0.75. And these are really heavy on my under eyes, which is the main area that I conceal. And I didn't really enjoy them, so I'm going to let this go. This Peach Corrector from Becca. And, you know, you can see it's very dark, so I don't have a need for a color corrector that is that serious, so I'm just going to let this one go. I have this Fake Up concealer from Benefit, and it doesn't conceal anything, but it feels really nice under the eyes. Let that one go. Julep Cushion Complexion Concealer was very pretty, and you would think that the shade Alabaster would be a good shade match for me, and it is until it oxidizes, so this one's got to go. This is the NARS concealer in the shade Creme Brulee, and I really like the formula of this concealer, but it does not work for me. It's just a tad too dark for the brightening under eye that I like to do. This Kat Von D Lock-It concealer and corrector I picked up from TJ Maxx again. It's in the shade Light 16, and it is an oily mess. And it's a tad too dark for me, but my daughter likes it, so I'm going to give it to her. I'm starting to notice a theme here, you guys. Every time that I pick something up at TJ Maxx that's a face product, it seems like for the most part, it doesn't work for me. So that was the story with these Laura Geller Dew Dreamers, and I did recently pick these up. They're in the shades Diamond Dust and Opal Crush, and they're really pretty. They're so pretty, but they are not flattering, and they're very oily, and they won't mix in a foundation, so I'm just gonna let these go. It's another, you guys, I picked up from TJ Maxx, and this is the 24 karat pure luxury lift and firm prism cream from Peter Thomas Roth. And I love Peter Thomas Roth, but this is so just, if Tin Man had a gold brother face, this is like a very gold metallic. So I swatched all the custom enhancer drops from Cover FX, and these are two that I'm gonna let go in the shade Candlelight and Sunlight. If I'm just being real with myself, they just don't work for my skin tone. They're just too dark, but they're very pretty. Okay, we have two more illuminators left. This is the Benefit High Beam. I used this in a Shop My Stash recently, and honestly, it just does not show up on the skin for me. And also, when I tried to mix it into foundation, I did notice the added glow, so I'm going to let this one go. So this is the Algenist Reveal Concentrated Luminizing Drops, and this is just a shade that's too dark for me, and that's in the shade Champagne. Now we're into primers, and primers are generally forgiving, so I didn't have a whole lot of primers I was getting rid of. But this Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer, this stuff, it's total trash, and I've tried their under eye one also. Very unhappy with it. It totally peels up. It doesn't blend out nicely. It's just not good. So this little sample is going bye-bye. This Becca Velvet Blurring Primer, I probably should have read more about it. It's more for oily skin, and my skin's more on the normal and dry side, so this is just not a product that I'm going to use, but my daughter could benefit from this, so I'm going to give it to her. This Juice Beauty Phytopigments Illuminating Primer is not very flattering on the skin. It kind of dries down in a way that makes the skin look scaly. So it's not flattering, and it's gotta go. This is something that I received as a diamond perk from Ulta, and when I'm thinking about it, so is the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. So, you know, maybe I need to think more before I pick up these diamond perks from Ulta. What do you guys think? I have to show you this super cute box that I'm keeping my decluttered items in. It was a PR box that I got from Pixie, and I don't get much PR, but Pixie was sweet enough to send this over. And it's a glow tonic, and it has my name on it. Isn't that so sweet? To recap, we are decluttering 8 foundations. We're decluttering 6 concealers and 1 color corrector. Decluttering 3 primers. Decluttering 7 glow enhancers. And as a bonus item, I forgot that I completely dislike this It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder. I could never get this to work for me. It absolutely does not provide even coverage for me. I'm done with this sucker, and I'm happy to see it go. That's a total of 26 items that are going to go from my collection to the collections of friends and family that I'm sure will enjoy these items and be able to give them more love than I was able to give them in my collection. And here is a look at everything that's left. We'll do a little bit of a close-up and kind of pan around a little bit, just so you can see what I have left in here. Alright, so this is what's left post declutter. We've got our primers over here, our illuminators here, foundations and BB creams here and then some concealers here. What do we think? I think it's going to be so much easier to do shop my stashes and to get ready, and knowing that I can open the drawer and I have products that I know are going to work for me for the most part makes me pretty happy. So I hope that you enjoyed this declutter. It is going to be the first of many as I work through my collection. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye.